All right, we have a couple more questions. Our next question is from Tiffany, and she has a question about nutrition. She says, it can be so challenging having to cook for my children and myself while I'm trying to run a business, trying to run a household, and trying to take care of my own life. Tiffany, this is such a great question, and I am such a huge fanatic about nutrition and making sure that you set yourself up for success. You'll hear me say that a lot. It's a term I learned from my best friend, Amber. And anything that she does, she always says, well, I want to set you up for success. And this is something that you have to make a choice to do in your life. If you are a busy person, which let's face it, we all are these days. There's internet, social media, everything coming at us at all hours of the day. It's hard to have balance. It's hard to have downtime, but you make a commitment to being healthy and making healthy choices. So one of the things that I do with my clients is first we have a talk about what nutrition is to you. So what's important to you? What things do you want to let go of in your life? What things do you want to add into your life? You know, do you need to make a trip to Whole Foods and get some supplements or vitamins? And then once we have your vision of what nutrition looks like, we analyze that against what you're actually doing in your life. So a lot of times people say, oh yeah, I eat healthy, and then we peel back the layers of the onion and we realize not so much. Drinking 12 cups of coffee does not count as hydrating. So we identify what nutrition is to you, and then we create a plan in order for you to be able to achieve it. So I'm all about stretch goals, goals that are just a little bit outside of your reach, but that are achievable. Nobody wants to feel like a failure. So if you have a goal to be a vegan, but you know that you eat burgers 3 to 4 times a week, probably not the best plan for you. But if you say, okay, I know I'm going to have a burger every now and then, but I'm going to choose salad instead of fries, and I'm going to choose to have a more balanced salad and protein meal after that day, then that's a better choice. You know, our life is all about choices, and every choice we make in the moment, I always call them micro choices. Those lead up to the quality of our whole life. So once you've identified the lifestyle and the nutrition plan that you want to follow, then we have to look at your current life and what is possible. I know living here in New York, it's so amazing because you can have groceries delivered. You can go online. A couple of times I've gone on either weekend trips or vacations, and before I go, I'll set up my groceries to be delivered that night I arrive back home, because I know if I don't, we're looking at 3 to 4 days of seamless 3 times a day, you know? And so you have to make sure, you have to know where those holes are for you and set yourself up for success so that you walk back into your life, you can prepare salads, you can have healthy breakfast. And another thing, this is a tip I learned from a dear friend of mine, Erin Shallett, who's a caterer and specializes in wholesome organic meals. And I would always go over to her house. She was a neighbor in Sausalito. And I would just watch her as she prepared her meals. And she cooked for a lot of very high-income families. And she taught me a lot of things. And one of those was about the power of prepping. So I will personally, and I have a lot of my clients do this, schedule 2 to 3 hours a week to prep your meals. Chop up salads. You know, it takes so long to make a salad in the middle of the day. I know I'll just grab for something else if I have 5 minutes between clients because one ran over and the other one's early. But if you have a nice, healthy salad with 8 or 10 ingredients in your refrigerator that you can just grab and go, that's a totally different choice and a totally different result for you. So spending time, you know, cooking soups, cooking casseroles, cooking things that are easy for you to grab, don't cost a lot of money, that are very nutrition, will really set you up to be a more healthy person. So I would really encourage you to do that, especially with children as well. I know sometimes there's finicky eaters, but when you find the things that work, make sure that you're preparing and you have those choices so that you can make it a win for everyone, and everyone has more energy and is healthy and meets their nutritional goals. Thank you so much for your question.